Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sir Jess once again, and we're down with the four objectives left. And after I discuss and talk about these objectives relative to my sharing of experience about these indicators in the classroom observation, then we are done. So today guys, we are going to talk about the objective number 6 and objective number 7 indicators that can be found in classroom observation tool or in the rating sheet in proficient teachers teacher 1 to teacher 3. But before that, don't forget to subscribe in my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you are updated of the videos that I am posting. Alright, so without so much ado, let's have the objective number 6 and objective number 7 or indicator number 6 and 7. So indicator 6 or objective 6 is maintain supportive learning environments that nurture and inspires learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in continued learning. And objective number 7 applied a range of strategies that maintain learning environments that motivate learners to work productively by assuming responsibility for their own thinking. So objective 6 is PPST 2.4.2 while objective number 7 is 2.5.2 in the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So why is it that we talk about these two objectives? So these two objectives are interconnected with each other. So these objectives focalize on inspiring our learners to help, to share, and be diligent on their own learning. The connection of these two objectives is to provide learning opportunities to our learners, which is collaborative, that fits their background, skills, and abilities. Now, in order to attain these objectives, the learners should participate and cooperate in the activities prepared by the teacher. And when we speak of the word collaborate, it means that the learners will work together with their classmates, and also to learn the activities prepared by the teacher. So they are going to participate and they are going to cooperate for that. So here are the tips in order to attain these objectives. First, ensure that the instruction is clear before having the group activity or group work. Avoid confusion when you are giving instructions or you are explaining, because it will be misunderstood by your learners, or otherwise the activity will not be performed well by the learners because your instructions are ambiguous or unclear. And when you are giving instructions, it must be detailed. And if you have a PowerPoint presentation or PPT, put your or place your instruction on the slide so that your learners will be guided. And when instructions are clear, the learners are ready to engage the activities provided by the teacher or the group activity without any noise and without any interruption. Remember that peaceful work gives positive learning environment. Then number 2 is give the rubrics. So show the rubrics or introduce the rubrics for the learners on how they are graded or rated. Show these rubrics before the group activity or group work. And for number 3, which is the last, give freedom in the imagination of the learners. So don't limit their answers when they are answering. Be open-minded in their ideas, in their sharings, in their suggestions, and guide them in the right track. If you have learners that are homogeneous or really very good in your class, provide tasks that are challenging to them. And if you have slow learners, give tasks that are appropriate to them. And however, challenging at their level. In other words, teachers and learners should have positive interactions, well-guided collaborative tasks, and giving responsibilities to the learners for them to learn at their own and also to be guided, just like inspiring the learners to share, help, and diligent in their own learning. And that's all, guys, my sharing of experience in objective number 6 and objective number 7, or indicator number 6 and indicator number 7. Objective number 6, again, maintain supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in continued learning. And objective number 7, applied a range of successful strategies that maintain learning environments that motivate learners to work productively, assuming responsibility for their own learning. So that's all, guys, about my sharing in these indicators 6 and 7. They are connected with each other. And that's all, guys, for objective number 6 and objective number 7. I hope that you learned something from me. I'll see you on my next video talking about the last remaining objectives. See you and have a good night. Bye-bye.